Hi, my name's Tina. I'm an instructor candidate and I'm going to be presenting the snorkel to you tonight. How many of you have ever thought of the snorkel as a life-saving tool? Who would think? Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Tonight's lesson is going to be very important because in order for a snorkel to be most effective, the snorkel has to be comfortable and easy to use. Our objective tonight is to identify the parts for the student after the presentation to be able to identify the basic parts of a snorkel. Tonight's main points are the basic snorkel and its parts and optional features on some snorkels. Okay, so let's get started. The basic snorkel is a J-shaped tube, approximately 30-35 inches long, with a mouthpiece at the curved end. There you go. Got it on the wrong side. Basic snorkel always goes on the left. Okay. If it's longer than 35 inches, it's going to be very hard for you to clear your snorkel. If it's shorter than 30 inches, it's going to be getting water in the top, so it's going to fill up. You don't want that to happen. The diameter of a snorkel should be 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch. And the reason for that is if it's too small, it's going to feel like you're sucking on a straw. And if it's too big, it's going to be very hard to clear the snorkel. Okay, now there are some optional features, and this snorkel has some of those optional features. Most snorkels, or the common snorkel, is a straight, rigid tube that's curved with the mouthpiece. This particular snorkel has a flexible hose here. Makes it really nice, comfortable fit, fits your face. Also makes it easy to bend. The tube also bends. You can put this snorkel in your pocket and take it anywhere. So that's a really great thing. The other thing that this snorkel has is a little bit of a baffle at the top. That's going to help water, when water splashes over your snorkel, to keep it from going inside the snorkel and help it funnel out, so that you don't get water in your snorkel as you're swimming across the surface. Okay, other snorkels might have a flexible mouthpiece, a molded mouthpiece, and I've heard that some snorkels even have swivels. I've not seen one of those, but I've been told that. The snorkel I mentioned earlier could be a life-saving tool. Now, let's talk about that. You're floating on the water, and the seas are rough, and you're almost out of air. You're waiting to get back up on the boat. Well, you can put that snorkel in and you can conserve air just as much as you can conserve energy when you're snorkeling by not lifting your head out of the water. So your snorkel is doing two things for you. It's conserving air and it's conserving energy, both ways. Life-saving tool. I've heard a lot of people have used these at times like that. I've heard some great stories. The other thing that you'll find out when you take your rescue class is your snorkel can be really, really handy for those last-minute gear checks, like adding more weight or fixing a strap that you forgot to buckle, so that you don't end up with a problem later on in the dives. Great preventative tool. Okay, so let's go over the main points in summary tonight. We learned the basic parts of a snorkel. We also learned about some of the features of the snorkel: flexible tubes, the purge valve at the bottom, the baffle at the top. And let's see, what else? Oh, we talked about the bendable, foldable snorkel. It's a lot of different things. Snorkels come in all shapes and sizes. But if you remember nothing else from tonight's presentation, remember that the snorkel is very important. It's very important for your snorkel to fit comfortably and be easy to use in order for it to be most effective. Okay, Mike, can you tell me what the average length of the snorkel is?
Around 39 inches.
Close, very close. 30 to 35 is the optimal. A little bit larger than that, and it's going to make it very hard for you to clear your snorkel. Gary, can you tell me what some of the features are that this particular snorkel has that wouldn't be found on a basic snorkel?
The little thing at the top.
The little baffle at the top.
Yeah.
It helps the water funnel out.
Right. Flexible hose.
Flexible hose.
Right.
Very good.
And that one you can actually fold up and put in your pocket. I bet you can't do that with a lot of them.
Yeah, you can. Very good. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, that was great. So again, if you remember nothing else about that you've learned in this presentation tonight, remember when you choose your snorkel, you want it to be comfortable and you want it to be easy to use. I want to thank you all for being here tonight and allowing me the opportunity to present to you. Remember, dive safety through education. Continue that education.